Hi and welcome to my channel. So somebody said to me the other day, Melvis, do you think it is worth me moving to the UK with my family now, or should I just wait? Because I'm hearing a lot of things about the UK and I'm like, oh my goodness, what should I do? So in today's video, I'm going to give you my personal opinion about what advice I gave to this colleague and what I would do right now if I was out of the UK, considering whether I should move here or not. And before I even get started, I'm going to tell you that this is the perfect time to move to the UK. In the history of this country, there has never ever been a better time to move to the UK than now. Let me tell you why. So if you're new here, obviously you're welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, I appreciate your time. And look, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, really, you don't want to be a stranger on here, hit that subscribe button so that you're the first person to be notified every single day when I drop a new video on here at 10 a.m. UK time. Also, if you're not aware, I do have a free newsletter where I send information about career progression opportunities in the UK. It's just what I'm sharing in today's video. You know what I mean? Free UK visa sponsorship opportunities for you to move to this country without spending thousands of pounds, without spending millions of money, without getting into debt, whether you're switching your visa from within the UK or you're still out of this beautiful country. If you check the comment section below, you're going to see a link to join that free newsletter. And then as that information becomes available, I send it directly to your beautiful inbox. So you're not reliant on the YouTube algorithm for such vital information for your personal and professional development, not only yours, but that of your beautiful family as well. Also, work from home jobs. Look, there are many work from home jobs that you can do without even a degree, without any qualification. Most of these jobs provide full training. I also share information about those on here. Most importantly, career progression. Look, I started my own UK journey working as a carer in a nursing home. I then went on to study nursing as an international student, and within 5 years qualifying as a nurse, I was already working as an advanced nurse practitioner, which is the most senior clinical nursing position. So look, moving to the UK has endless opportunities, especially if you're somebody that, like me, the reason why you're wanting to move is to, improve in your career, is to have other opportunities that you would not otherwise have in your home country. But most importantly, for your family as well. The opportunities, for example, that my kids have now, if I was back home, they may not be able to have those opportunities. Just the safety, you know what I mean? The tranquility is just a no-brainer. So if you check the comment section below and join the newsletter, you're going to make sure that you are part of it. Also, starting your own side business. I know that as much as I'm in for career progression, you need to be thinking about independence. Long term, what do you want to do with yourself? What do you want to do when you look 20, 30 years from today, whether you're in the UK or not? What do you see yourself doing? Do you see yourself employed? Do you see yourself independent? You know what I mean? Lying on the beach somewhere, chilling out, sipping some, you need to be able to have that vision of where you want your life to be. And so I have a private career coaching program, by the way, where I support with all these things that I've said. So if you need that tailored, individualized, and personalized guidance, then consider checking the description box below or the about section of this channel to make sure that you 100% join my private coaching program so that we can 100% get started. So is it worth moving to the UK right now or not? Absolutely. There's never been a better time. Let me tell you why this is the perfect time. Even data from all different countries, Canada, the US of A, Australia, New Zealand, the UK currently has the best policies when it comes to visas. Yes, the UK, obviously the visas are expensive. It doesn't have the cheapest visas, but the reality about the fact is that majority of people want to move to the UK. And this is also because the UK has significantly relaxed immigration rules and laws compared to any other country. If you think of Australia, for example, if you're over the age of 35, you would not qualify for many of their visas because many of their visas are very much age-based. In the UK, even if you're 60 years old now and you're watching this video, and you're like, oh my God, I want to move to the UK. Look, there are no restrictions. You can apply for jobs and you're going to be treated on merit. If you're successful, you will get the job and move, irrespective of your age. For me, that's a big thing because when you look at many people that are moving, most of these people already have their families. There are very few people like myself who moved to the UK in our early 20s without any families. We're just single people that moved. But majority of people moving to this country already have families, which means that they're already older people. Most of the people are in their 40s already, or late 30s, or even their 50s. So the fact that there is no age restriction with any of those jobs to move to the UK, that's a huge opportunity. Also, the fact that, there are more opportunities to move now than ever before. When you look at the sectors like healthcare, for example, you've got carer jobs. You don't need any degree, any qualification, any art in order to move. That is already something that is massive, because anybody can just wake up and say, oh my God, I'm going to the UK as a carer, and you apply for jobs and you can't be in this country next month or within the next 3 months. There are many other countries that you cannot do that. They have cumbersome processes, exams. Look, you don't even want to think about it. And that's why I'm a huge advocate for moving to the UK. Safety as well. Safety is something that, I have this gentleman in my private coaching program. He was an entrepreneur back home. He had a really successful business, as in he was making millions, really successful, comfortable life, massive house, everything. And he said to me, Melvis, I've joined your program so that I can move to the UK. This is not for myself, but it's for my family, it's for my wife, for my kids, for my next generations, to give them a future that is going to be different. And I said to him, you're very wealthy, you've got this money and all of it. What is it you're looking for? Because in the UK, let me tell you, you get a carer job, you're going to earn a lot less. Why are you moving? Because he just wanted to make sure that he is aware of the challenges and what he's getting into. And he said to me, Melvis, it's not about the money. It's about the safety. And I felt so touched, by what he said. And he gave many instances about the things that had been happening around him and how he wanted his kids to grow in that environment, safe, and knowing that, if they go out of the house, they will come back home safely. And he said, that is why I'm making this journey. That is why I'm giving up my comfort here in order to move to the UK. Luckily, he is in the UK now. He got a job about 4 months in because, it did take quite a while for him to get a job. He was in, 4 months into my coaching program. That was when he was able to secure a career job. So he's in the UK now, and we're now in the process of trying to support him to get into nursing. This is somebody that healthcare had never even crossed his mind. Back home, he had people that were cleaning his house, gardeners, gate people, you know what I mean? But in the UK, he has embraced the opportunities that this country brings. He has decided to start afresh. And look, let me tell you, if you're watching this and you've got any doubts and you're thinking, should I move, should I not? It is well worth it, because you see people that is challenging. I'm not saying it's easy. It's very challenging. But if you know the right people, you're able to follow the guidance, you're able to stick to those initial things that make you move to this country so that you don't get here and you lose yourself, then it is really worthwhile. And like I say, he's now in the UK already, and he's in the process of trying to get into nursing so that he can study nursing. He has never ever thought about healthcare until now. So, and you can see, because he came from a completely different sector, it took 4 months as part of my private coaching program for him to get a job. Because as you know, by the way, if you're part of my private coaching program, I cannot guarantee you to say, oh, you're going to get a job in a week's time, or in 2 months' time, or in 3 months' time. I do not know that. But what I'm dedicated to doing is guiding you through that journey to make sure that you are enhancing yourself. You're the best candidate when you present yourself. And yes, it does take time. There's no miracle to this. It's about looking at your CV, updating that CV, going through the job description, person specification, make sure that you're ready for the interview, you know what's needed, you know even just what to expect. So that's what really it's all about. And then if you're somebody who's trying to transition, obviously, into healthcare or nursing, you also get that guidance. If you're already going through career progression, you also get that guidance that you need in order to progress through to those senior positions. But if you're looking for visa sponsorship jobs, obviously, we just have to apply, you know what I mean? Hope that you get a job as soon as possible. But like I've said, there are no guarantees, because I'm not able to look at you and say, oh, I promise you're going to get a job in 2 months' time. Some people have a job within the month. Some people have a job in 2 months. Some people have a job in 3 months. Like this gentleman that I'm talking about, he had a job after 4 months in the program. So month 4, that was when he was able to have an interview. He was successful. He had his visa sponsorship, and he's now in the UK, settled in with his wife, and his 3 kids. So again, the reason I'm talking about all this is because, and if you've got kids, by the way, school is free for your kids, obviously, up until university, completely free. You don't pay any tuition fees, except you choose to go to a private school. Obviously, that's your choice. Healthcare is also free for you and your family. There's obviously the healthcare surcharge, but that's something that, you know, you're paying for your own. Like, it's amazing, you know. So if you know anybody that is doubting this and it's like, oh, should I not? It is worth it. The journey is not easy, especially if you're following the legit pathway. Be patient with the process. You know, do not rush things. You want to do the work now so that tomorrow you are settled in. Because if you rush to get to the UK through means that are not the best means, you're gonna have to do that work later on, and I can tell you it's a lot more challenging. So you want to make sure that you are following the guidance that I'm saying. Look, if you're watching my videos, I trust you're going to do the right thing. You're going to go through the processes. You're going to be patient with the process. You're going to persevere, because the truth is that you're going to be tested through this journey. And even if you're part of my coaching program, like I've said before, I tell the members it is not easy. You know, it is not an easy journey, but it is worth it in the end. And if you don't keep applying for jobs, if you don't keep putting yourself out there, how are you going to get the opportunities? You know what I mean? So again, no matter the challenges that you're facing, you need to still put yourself out there. Because when you think of yourself in 10 years from now, 15 years from now, 30 years from now, where do you see yourself? But most importantly, when you think about your kids and your grandkids, where do you see them 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years from now? And I think that is really the drive that many of us have. That is what gives many of us the courage to continue doing what we're doing, because, you know, doing nothing is not an alternative. Doing nothing is not an option. We've got to keep on moving. And so, you know, I know I've gone on about this, but what do you think? You know, if you need to contact me for anything, you can leave your comments in the comment section, or you can use my newsletter. You're going to find my contacts on there in the comment section below. Just drop that message. And if you've got any concerns, worries, any personal things that you're like, Melvis, what about this? Do contact me. But if you need that personalized guidance, tailored support, like I've said, about any of these things that I've mentioned, career progression, getting visa sponsorship, you know, free visa sponsorship opportunities, whether it's to move to the UK or to switch, if you're already in this country, to get into healthcare, you know, to be able to maximize the opportunities, then consider joining my private coaching program. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you don't want to be a stranger, you want to hit that subscribe button now, so you're the first to be notified when I drop a new video on here. Share this with your friends, loved ones, colleagues, so they can benefit from this information and know that age doesn't matter. You know, you can move to the UK at any age, and they don't restrict that, and make the most of the opportunity. You want to check this other video that I've linked up here especially for you. I'll see you in this video.